what appears to be a rather shitty ride home. So today's video, apart from trying not to get soaking wet, freezing cold and run over, will consist of discussing what it's like owning one of these things for the last 3 years. I picked up this bike back in I think it was June 2016. I've had this bike, let's say, for 3 years. Issues wise, there's not been too many. Well, there's been a few, but not a lot of little ones. Let's get through this traffic so I can actually talk. I made it. Right, so now I'm through all the major slow traffic. I am now free to talk openly. Right, so what is it like owning a Ducati 1098? I think it's fair to say it's the same regardless of any Ducati. They have their quirks, they have their good bits, their bad bits. They have their somewhere in the middle bits. With owning this bike, there's been a lot of trade-offs. And what I mean by that is that in some respects I have lost out on comfort, I have lost out on good mileage, I have lost out on getting away with riding a bike not very fast anywhere. Fuck's sake. And that occasionally happens. But anyway, as I was saying, this bike hasn't had the best of lives, and I'll be honest with you, half of that's my fault. I'm just generally beating it up. But what I will say is, for all the grief that I give it, all the abuse I give it, the harsh life I give it, she still works pretty well. I can't be too critical of it, because let's face it, it's a sports bike. It's designed for racing. It's not designed for going slow, and it's not designed for stop-start traffic. But like I said, for all the good and the bad, I wouldn't change it for the world. This has been my solace, my release, my light at the end of the tunnel. And granted, that might sound a bit weird considering the bike's black, but you know, the noise that she makes, the looks that I get, this general, you know, shock and awe of it. It's like, I'm not going to turn around and lie and say, oh, you know, it's the best bike in the world, they can do anything, it's, you know, it's you know, the dog's bollocks, it's the fastest, it's the most powerful, it's the loudest, it's whatever, because it's not. This bike has had a hard life in the 12 years it's been on the road, and like I said, half of it's me. I can't remember how many hours there was before I got my hands on this, but the fact of the matter is that, you know, she's had a hard life, and you know, I don't think even the previous owner had to do what I've had to do with this. Now granted, what I'm about to say may put you off Ducatis for life, but I hope it doesn't, because I'm going to tell you a story about what it's like to own one of these. And it goes as follows. Yes, they are expensive. yes, they can be a nightmare to maintain. You know, they can be everything you want them to be and nothing you need them to be. Contradictory? Definitely. Accurate? More than likely. Now what I mean by that is very, very simple. This bike, for me, is probably one of the more comfortable bikes I've owned. It's one of the more powerful bikes I've owned. Well, in all honesty, it's the biggest CC bike I've ever owned. It's the most torquey bike I've ever owned. But in some people's eyes, it's a bit overkill for street riding. But you know, I was raised in a generation where sports bikes were everything. You know, they were everywhere. You know, they were on the telly, they were on the roads, they were on the racetracks, they were in country fairs, they were in museums. Everywhere I looked, I would see a superbike of some form or another. From the old 888 that Giancarlo Filippo used to race, to the what do you call it, the 916 that Cole Fogarty used to ride, the 1098 that Troy Bayliss used to ride, the 999 that Bayliss rode, the 1198 that Carlos Checa rode. And yes, I know I do really sound like an absolute Ducati fanboy, but in all honesty, I don't care. I kid you not, this bike has given me some of the well, the brand has given me some of the most exciting and most fun times of my life. And I can't, in all honesty, thank the brand enough. But times are changing. But you know, I digress. This is about the bike I am on. But yeah, another thing about owning this bike that a lot of people won't tell you, as well as being torquey, loud, fast, aggressive, pardon me, another thing I don't tell you is how fucking hot the seat gets. Now, right now it's not too hot, but I kid you not, it does get bloody warm. I mean, I can't say much for the actual I can't say much for any other Ducatis out there, but I know that the 899s, 1112s and so on have not necessarily overheating issues, but generally cooking their riders. But I'm not gonna lie, just for things like that, I love my bike. Just being able to fucking rev the tits off it, get to where I'm going, and people get out of the way. I know that might sound really uneconomical in terms of the riding style, but I really don't care. I love this bike. Always have. And I always will. Stay right there, bruv. It's like, I don't know if you saw back there, a guy walking across the road, a black guy I don't know, I'm not picking him out because he's a black guy, but I'm picking him out because of what he said. He was on the phone to someone, he goes, "Oh bruv, there's a Ducati sitting there, set of lights, he's got a GoPro on his helmet." And it's like, you know, things like that make having a bike like this all the more worthwhile having. That's not me trying to be vain of, you know, big-headed or whatever, but it's more of a case of I'd rather have a bike that causes attention rather than one that doesn't. Now that might sound slightly contradictory, but if there's people on the streets that take notice of the bike, then there'll be people on the road that take notice of the bike, and it's like, you know, you were born with two round things in the front of your face called eyes. Use them. But anyway, I digress. We're supposed to be talking about the bike and owning it. But yeah, I mean, I can't say too much about the place I got the bike from because, you know, yeah, it is what it is. But I've had 3 Ducatis of this generation. I've had 2 848s and this. And the only one I missed out of the 2 that have been nicked was the 848 Evo Corsa SE, and the only reason I missed that is because it had a quick shifter, which I'm tempted to get on one of these, to get one on this. I mean, what do people think? Do I need a quick shifter? Probably not, but I want one, and you get what you want, I suppose. But I think if that was the only criticism I had about this bike, and that's it. It's literally, I think it could do with a quick shifter, and that's probably about it. I think it just needs a quick shifter. Once I got myself a quick shifter, I think this bike will be almost complete. It says a few minor things here and there that I think it needs. Like maybe not hitting a stupid tart on a push bike up the arse. But yeah, I mean, it's like there's very, very subtle things I want to do to this bike now. You know, it's nothing major. I've got my rear sets, I've got my anodized, reservoir covers, I've got my braided hoses. Don't think I need much else, to be fair. Get out of the way, dummy. Like I said, I think it's just very, very subtle changes now. But anyway, I digress. Owning this bike in some ways has been good, and in other ways has been very, very bad. Good in the sense that it's done everything I wanted it to do. Granted, it still has this fucking weird dying thing on me, which I don't quite understand what it does, but it seems to do it quite a lot these days. But other than that, well, that and the fact that it's had a fucking full engine rebuild, there's not really much I can really say. I can't say for sure what other Ducatis will be like, but I can say for this one, yeah, okay, yeah, it has had its issues. Yeah, it has. It hasn't always been the most reliable. But then again, that's what you don't buy a Ducati for, is not reliability. You buy them for the enjoyment of it, the you know, the pomp and ceremony. I can't say for sure what other people think about it. I can only tell you my own personal experiences with it, and that is that these bikes are absolutely fucking amazing. Yeah, they might have their, you know, idiosyncrasies that some people might like, some people might hate. I personally like my bike. And I wouldn't change it for the world. I would not change her for the world. Maybe a couple of things here and there, possibly, like that. That's one thing I definitely would fucking change. Don't know why it does that still, which is really starting to grate on my fucking nerves. Shit, they got no stuff on the back of that. But anyway, the way I see it, Ducatis are not an everyday bike, even though I do ride mine more often than not. Oh, excuse me. I'm not going to say to you, you know, yeah, go out and buy a Ducati, it's brilliant, because some of them aren't. It's like some people, like I say, love sports bikes. They love the look of my bike, they love the look of the Panigales and so on. And some people will look at the monsters and think, yeah, that's fucking grim. Some people look at the Diavel and think, oh, that's nasty. Some people will look at the V4 and think that, oh, that's nasty as well. But at the end of the day, it's personal preference. I've always liked my sports bikes, and I always will. I'm not going to lie, sports bikes aren't for everyone. But those they are for, enjoy them immensely, like me. I enjoy my bike insanely. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. And other than that, I don't really know what else to say. It's a brilliant bike. For me, it does everything I want it to do. It's loud, it's quick, it's it does everything I want it to do. It may not be what someone else wants it to do, but it will do what I want it to do. You know, everyone has different requirements for different things. I I require my bike to go around corners, to stop, to steer, and to be nice and loud. Those are my requirements for a bike. Do all of those and we'll get on just fine. Don't do them, we're going to have problems. Just like me in this Mercedes. And on that note, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Adios.
Yeah.